today's video, I'm gonna be telling y'all how much a swap would cost.
Nigga, yeah.
But nah, today's video, I'm gonna be telling y'all how much a swap would cost. I know I did a video on how much my swap costs, but I didn't do a video on how much a swap would cost. So we're just gonna go ahead and break that down, get into it. We're gonna build a car off Facebook Market. So we're gonna start with the first thing. First thing you're gonna need is a body. So we're gonna go ahead and look and see how much a body will cost. A body that's like a blown motor of any gen. We're gonna I like my gen, so we're gonna look at the second gen, see if we can find a cheap second gen. So hold on. So I found this second gen. It already got the SRT front bumper, rear bumper. It's a RT. We're gonna do just the engine swaps, because to me, just doing the engine swap is cheaper than doing a whole swap of any kind. So we're gonna just do the engine swap. So you got this car, 8,000. You could talk them down to 7. It's a running car, looks good. So we're just gonna go ahead and start with that. So 8,000, bam, we 8,000 in the bucket. Okay, so next we're gonna need the motor. See, with these cars, these Hemis, any type of Hemi will bolt right up. So if you got a 392 motor, it's going to bolt right up to that RT. So you don't need to change nothing, because the RTs and the SRT8s 2012 to 2014 had the same transmission. So only thing different from the RT to the SRT8 is the suspension and the engine. That's it. Other than that, you basically building a straight 8. So we're gonna build a straight 8 basically. So we 8,000 in the buckets. Let's go find the motor. So bam, we found us a 392 motor and transmission, in case you want to change out the transmission, because the engine is out of a 2013 SRT8. So it's basically the same thing as the transmission you got in your car. So what we got is a 392 motor, a RT that's running, so you ain't got to worry about replacing no components. So you guys a 2013 RT, you guys say 2013 392 engine. So this should be easy to put this in, depending on where you're from and what your area is like. I know got a mechanic where I'm from that will put a motor in for about 2,000. So we found us a motor, 392 motor, came out of a 2013 SRT8 Chrysler. So really ain't got to worry about changing nothing. So this is what we're gonna do. The motor is 3,000. We got the car for, let's say we talked the guy down to 7. So that's 10,000. You $10,000 in right now. And basically, if you know how to do the shit yourself, 392 swap for 10,000. That's if you do the shit yourself. But if you don't do it yourself and you need somebody to swap it, I know it depends on where you're from and what mechanic you go to or how professional you want this done. You can have this done from let's say $2,000 just to swap the motor. Cause all you swapping is the motor. So $2,000, because to take I could take this motor out of my car in a day. So that ain't nothing. Putting it back in may be a little harder. So depending on what equipment you got and who's doing it and whatnot, and what knowledge you have and how many times you've done it. So we are 12,000. Let's say we're $12,000 in right now. $12,000. You have your running 392 swap. What else are you gonna need? Okay, we got the motor, got the car. So we are going to need I think they're called active runners. Yeah, active runners. That's about let's say 250. It's about 250. Got that? Because the active runner is basically for the intake manifold, the 6.4 intake manifold to read to the 5.7 computer. So that's about 250. So we got some running 392 swap that's running properly, not running properly, but running on a 5.7 tune. So we're gonna need a tune. So I am going with the underground tuning. If you don't know about underground, look them up on Instagram. Very popular, very good tunes. I'm gonna go with underground tuning. If you got 392, you need to go with the motor, the year, body you got, like computer, and the motor size you got. So for us, it will be a SRT8, 2014 SRT8. So we're gonna go ahead and order that. That's about $900. 392 swap, tuned and running properly for $13,210. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. And you building yourself and whatnot. I mean, I know people say they could probably build them for cheaper, buy them for cheaper, but to me, I think buying a SRT8 is more expensive because SRT8s, they're SRT8. So you got people that will charge them because they're so rare. I mean, they only made them for what? They only made them for 2 years. So it's not really that many that you see around here. Like to be technical, I only know 3 people that have SRT8 chargers. Like, that's it. Other than that, everything else people swap. So you building your 2014 Dodge Charger with a 392 off Facebook Market, getting an active runner, getting a tune, it's all gonna cost you $13,210. That's not bad. To me, that's not bad. You got people out here that are selling this year body style RTs for 13 to 15. So depending on the miles. Oh, and another thing, I think the motor had 60,000 miles on it. That's not bad neither. So you got people that are selling this year body style 2011 to 2014 RTs for $13,000 with no 392 in it. And you got you a 392 running properly, tuned at that, for $13,210. What else do you want me to say? I mean, like I'm telling you right now, that's not bad for this. I mean, I pay way less. I mean, you can find deals all day. Like, people always say, buy things new. You got people that buy things new. You got some people that buy Facebook Market. I'm a Facebook Market guy. Like, I'm gonna find deals on Facebook Market, or I'm gonna trade. You get what I'm saying? Like, I got these headlights from one of my friends. I gave him a set of wheels. I bought the wheels off Facebook Market for $150. Trading for these headlights, they're like $250, $300. You get what I'm saying? Like you could build it and you could get it cheaper than $13,210. Way cheaper. Like, altogether, my build that I'm finna do to mine, I'm roughly about, let's say, I'm roughly about 6 to 750. You know what I'm saying? Like $7,500. That's where I'm roughly at. But some people could build them way cheaper. Some people could build them way more, depending on what you want to do. So all in all, what I'm telling you is building a swap is cheaper than buying the actual car. Ain't no wrong with buying the actual car. I mean, you got some people that want the actual car because it's rare. It is what it is. And it's factory. Like, you're not playing with it or swapping it. Because when you do these swaps, when you're changing anything in a car, it tends, like, stuff's gonna go wrong. A lot of stuff's gonna go wrong. Like, for a while, I had overheating issues in my 392 swap, but got it taken care of. The car runs properly, blah, blah. So, all in all, you got some people that want to buy them factory, and you got some people that want to build them, and you know what I'm saying? Make them what they are. So, long story short, swapping it is cheaper, and that's how much it will cost to swap, to do just an engine swap. That's just an engine swap. Now, if you want to do a whole Scat Pack drivetrain swap, yeah, you're looking at about, if you're doing it right, like, I mean, you got some people that buy You got some people that go steal the scats and then swap them into this body style. Then other than that, you're in the car probably about $5,000, and that's for a whole scat pack swap. So, but if you're doing it right, like Copart, you can probably buy you a wrecked or a stolen scat pack off Copart for about 12 to 13,000, depending on the miles, depending on the damage or whatnot. And you can probably find you a car like this for about 3 to 5,000 and just take everything out and gut it. But when you're doing these full swaps, it's more expensive just because you're swapping everything. Like, you're cleaning this whole car out and leaving just the shell. So you're basically putting a scat pack in this car. You're gonna have a scat pack and just changing the shell. That's it. So that's more expensive. But we're not talking about that, because I'm gonna talk about what I know and what is cheap. So, I mean, ain't no wrong with being cheap. I mean, if you're on a budget and want to do things on a budget, you ain't balling like the rest of these folks, here you go. Full, basically an SRT8. You basically built an SRT8, just minus the suspension, for $13,210. But done talking. That's all I gotta tell y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, show your mama and tell your mom, man. I'm out.